डॉन को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं, you know it.
I was brought up by my father to read 3 papers in a day, and there was this big belief that an education is only complete if you can understand a bit or most of a newspaper cover to cover. And that's how I was educated by my dad. He died early, so not much was there, but I remember this, that when I used to ask him, should I be a graduate or a postgraduate, should I be a doctor or an engineer? He said, you should be one who understands the first page and the last page of a newspaper, and that's the kind of education I think I was brought up with. I try to do that with my children, but with all love for newspapers, I think the reading matter has gone through drastic changes. So I do find it a little difficult to get my children to do the same as my father did, for various reasons which we can discuss later on. But I'm being honest, when I was a kid, I used to be subjected to Statesman and the Hindustan Times. See, in genre, we were kind of held back by the fact that it was a classic, we were remaking, and there's a very confusing system in that movie that we had a character called Vijay, who's the good guy, playing Don, but actually it was Don playing Vijay playing Don. So it was quite on the edge, because I'll give you an example, that if I was actually the Don and you are the viewer, and I know I'm Don, and audience is thinking he's Vijay. So in a scene when I'm alone making a call, why am I acting like Vijay? You know, because just because you think I'm Vijay, so I'm fooling you. So I had to play it on, and we actually had to take out scenes where I'm alone. You know, because if I'm alone, what am I scared of? I will be Don, and I am Don. So we had to obviously keep that. It always kept on. It's very interesting for an actor, but it kept on binding you because we didn't want to give away the secret in the end that the bad guy wins. In this film, we have the freedom, the luxury of also having the acceptance, maybe for the first time, that without justification and redemption, there is a bad guy. He is just purely a bad guy. And I think all of us are very bad inside, and we are repressed, and we have this, as an actor, I think even more so at times, who becomes a figure of, iconic status where, oh, you are someone that children look up to, so you can't be like this. So, okay, so I can't use bad language in public. If I smoke, people kill me. So I'm like, okay, you have this pent-up desire to show your bad. So I think I am actually, a huge part of this Don is me. And I'm very affected by the Jungle Book Scar, very affected by Silence of the Lambs. I'm very affected by the devils and the Satan's idea of being this mesmerizing, sexy person. When I talk about legacy, I'd like to believe I deserve this stardom. I wake up every morning with this huge worry that will I owe it back to the film industry and the Indian audience, the fact that I became a star and you made me such a big star. And when I say you, I think the audience, the media, the film industry. I have this huge problem that, you know, I want to walk away from this with my head held high. Well, listen guys, you gave me so much, I gave you back. I want to be that. I don't want my son to have to meet someone at a party and say, I didn't say, Milo, you know, इन्होंने बहुत मेरे को बहुत प्यार दिया था. I don't want my son to be out of the shadow of the stardom. So I try my way in terms of technology because I know that better. I brought in a lot of new things into the film industry, whether it's a Jimmy, whether it's a video cam, whether it is the new technology I've done with Ram. But I want to give back. I love sports. I'll never leave it. And I would never leave this without winning the IPL. It's not an ego thing, it's a Don thing. I'm not going to leave this. And I not leave it because my kids want me to win it. And we are very desperately in need of this trophy. And when I leave it, it won't be for a business reason. It may be because I can't do it anymore, I don't like it anymore. But I am not at all disturbed or feel kyun kiya. I think it's one of the nicest, the most exclusive club in this country. No, I don't repent being part
And there were
of
also rumors that you want to exit.
No, I've said this right from the beginning. If I had to exit after the 3 dismal performances of the first 3 years, I should have run away from the country. But no, I won't.